I have to tell you, as confident as I am about my advice on DWIs, I was nervous. I'm gonna tell you what happens when a lawyer gets stopped for a DWI. February 9th, 2025, Super Bowl. I'm at home sleeping. Phone rings, it's midnight. One of my clients, he's clearly drunk on the phone. And he's like, Johnny, I got picked up on a DWI. Can you come get me, right? Come get me out of here. So that's what I do, right? I mean, for my clients, criminal cases, I go do the thing. So I quick throw some clothes on, go down to the local police station, and he's there. He was a total jerk to the cops. So they're like, no, he's staying. He's staying till the morning. And I'm like, come on, guys, gotta get him out of here. So they wouldn't let him go. So anyway, I leave after about an hour. So now it's about 1 a.m. and it's Super Bowl Sunday, right? So they're stopping people. So as I pull out of the police station, they have someone stopped for another traffic stop right in front of the police station, and I have to kind of like go around the police car and the other car, and then by the time I make the turn, I'm kind of like under the red light. So I can either stop and I'm like exposed in the intersection, or I can go and it's a right turn. You can make a right on red, there's no one around, so I go. So I get a 1/10 of a mile and I hit another red light, and I can see behind me there's a New York State trooper. And I could tell he was running my plate because I could see him like manipulating the thing on the dash. So anyway, I see him behind me, so now I'm hyper vigilant, right? And I was just sleeping. I'd been asleep for like 2 to 3 hours. So I'm almost home. I get to a stop sign. It's the first stop sign that I confront, and I know he's there, so I stop, look, right, the whole thing. Next stop sign, he pulls me over. He comes up to the window. There's another guy on the other side, and he looks like a kid, right? So he's like, hey, you stopped over the stop bar painted on the road.
At that last stop sign there, your entire vehicle was over the white line.
And I'm like, okay. So I hand him my credentials, including my lawyer ID card. And I'm like, dude, I'm a lawyer in town. I was just down at the police station dealing with a DWI for one of my clients. So he wants all the information. So I give him the credentials. He goes back to the car, and I'm like, whatever, I'll get a stop sign ticket. He comes back and he says, you know, you didn't stop at the red light. You stopped over the stop bar at the stop sign, and I'm hearing some delayed speech. These are all indicators that you may be intoxicated. Have you been drinking tonight? So now I'm pissed, right? I pulled out of the police station where I was doing professional work as an attorney. I had nowhere to stop. The police officer and the car that they had stopped was in the road. Now I say to the guy, this is a pretextual Super Bowl stop. I just think it's so pretextual and obvious. And I'm like, I'm not answering your questions because it's totally inappropriate. And he was like, well, I'd like for you to step out and do the field sobriety test and we can rule it out. So I have to tell you, as confident as I am about my advice on DWIs, I was nervous, right? Because the client I had just seen in the police station had refused the field sobriety tests, and now he's under arrest, right? Now, granted, he refused to take the chemical test, which would refute the issue for me. I was not drunk. I'm like, well, what do I do? If I say no, you're gonna take me down to the police station. I'm a local lawyer. I don't want that in the newspaper in the morning. So I tell him I'm pissed. I get out, I slam the door, and I said to him, I'm like, how many field sobriety tests have you administered in the field?
Enough to arrest people.
So I said, I want the senior officer, the other guy, to do this because I don't want to be part of some training exercise. So the other guy does it, and he's somewhat apologetic, and he's like, he reiterates, he's like, have you been drinking? And I'm like, I'm not answering that question. So he does that, and he says, I don't see any signs of intoxication, and they let me go. I was pissed. I think it's total BS that this is happening right now. I did nothing wrong on the roadway. And like, thank God I had my wits about me. But you know, my advice to people watching, record the stop. Start your phone, put it in the cup holder, tell the officer you're recording it. I was polite but firm. It all worked out, but it was a totally ridiculous police encounter that did not need to happen.